Hello, friends. If you're curious about the movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released in 2022, you're in the perfect place. Don't forget to give this video a quick like, it really helps us out. And if you're new here, hit subscribe to stay updated on all the latest movie deep dives. Let's jump right in. From the moment this sequel bursts onto the screen, it's clear that the world of the blue blur has expanded, both in scope and heart. This isn't just another fast-paced adventure. It's a vibrant, energetic continuation that embraces the spirit of friendship, the thrill of discovery, and the eternal battle between good and evil. The film picks up where its predecessor left off, weaving a story that is as much about finding one's place in the world as it is about high-speed chases and explosive action. It is a tale layered with humor, warmth, and an undeniable pulse that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Our tale begins with Sonic, now living comfortably in Green Hills alongside his human friend Tom Wachowski. But the peace is fragile. Sonic's yearning to prove himself, to embrace his destiny, pulses just beneath his carefree exterior. The promise of adventure beckons anew with the arrival of a mysterious new ally, a vibrant and fierce creature whose own past is shrouded in mystery and longing. Together, they form an unlikely team, a dynamic duo whose chemistry fuels the heart of the story. The plot thickens as a familiar nemesis returns, more determined and devious than ever. His relentless pursuit isn't just about capturing Sonic. It's a quest to harness the incredible power that Sonic holds within, a power that could tip the balance between chaos and harmony. The stakes escalate rapidly as the battle spills across dazzling landscapes, from sprawling cities to ancient, mystical realms. This journey challenges Sonic and his newfound companion in ways that test their courage, their trust, and the very limits of their abilities. Beneath the thrilling spectacle lies a narrative rich with themes of loyalty, identity, and the search for belonging. Sonic's struggle isn't only external. It's an internal quest to understand who he is and what he stands for. The new character's story intertwines with his own, creating a tapestry of shared challenges and mutual growth. Their friendship becomes the film's beating heart, offering moments of tenderness amid the chaos and reminding us that even heroes need allies. The film's pulse is quickened by jaw-dropping set pieces, lightning-fast chases, dazzling displays of speed and power, and inventive battles that blend CGI marvels with practical effects. But it's not just the action that captivates. It's the way these moments are infused with humor, emotion, and a sense of wonder. Each sequence is crafted to thrill and surprise, yet also to deepen our connection to the characters and the world they inhabit. Along the way, secrets are unveiled, alliances forged and tested, and twists introduced that reshape the narrative's trajectory. The film deftly balances nostalgia with innovation, paying homage to its video game roots while crafting a fresh, engaging story that appeals to both longtime fans and newcomers. Moments of levity and heartfelt sincerity punctuate the tension, creating an experience that is as entertaining as it is meaningful. The visual design bursts with color and life, reflecting the vibrant energy of the characters and the varied worlds they traverse. Sonic's iconic blue streak streaks across landscapes that range from neon-lit cities to lush, verdant forests and mysterious ancient temples. The animation seamlessly integrates with live-action elements, creating a believable and immersive universe where speed and emotion collide. Sound plays a crucial role in shaping the film's atmosphere. The score pulses with adrenaline and optimism, while sound effects highlight Sonic's lightning-fast movements and the impact of epic confrontations. Voice performances inject personality and warmth, bringing depth to beloved characters and introducing new ones with charm and vitality. In teasing key elements and major twists, the film doesn't shy away from raising the stakes. New powers are hinted at, unexpected betrayals shake the foundation of alliances, and the true extent of Sonic's abilities begins to emerge in breathtaking fashion. The narrative promises an evolution, not only for Sonic but for the entire universe he inhabits, setting the stage for future adventures filled with even greater challenges and discoveries. This story is ultimately about growth, of friendships tested and strengthened, of heroes embracing their destinies, and of the enduring fight to protect what is precious. It's a celebration of speed and spirit, laughter and loyalty, courage and heart. Whether you're drawn by the thrills, the characters, or the heartfelt moments that weave through the action, this film invites you to join a journey that is as fast as it is profound. So buckle up and get ready to race through a world where every moment counts, where bonds are forged in fire and speed, and where the blue hero's story accelerates into an unforgettable new chapter. This isn't just an adventure, it's a testament to the power of friendship, the thrill of discovery, and the courage to stand strong, no matter the odds. The story opens on a vibrant and colorful world, alive with energy and anticipation. Sonic, having settled into a relatively peaceful life in Green Hills with Tom and Maddie, is still restless beneath the surface. Though he enjoys the quiet moments and the camaraderie of his human friends, an undeniable yearning stirs within him, a desire to prove himself, to discover who he truly is beyond the comfort of home. This internal conflict sets the tone for the unfolding adventure, signaling that change is on the horizon. As the sun rises over the quaint town, we find Sonic embarking on daily routines that reveal his blend of playful charm and burgeoning maturity. His interactions with Tom and Maddie are warm and grounded, providing a sense of belonging and stability. Yet, even in these moments of ease, Sonic's thoughts drift toward the wider world, the unknown places and challenges that call to him. The filmmakers capture this restlessness with a series of kinetic sequences that juxtapose Sonic's rapid movement with moments of quiet reflection, suggesting a tension between his nature and his desires. This peaceful interlude is soon disrupted by the arrival of a new figure, Knuckles the Echidna, a powerful and solitary warrior whose presence immediately shifts the story's balance. Knuckles is introduced with an aura of mystery and strength, his arrival heralding the beginning of a quest that will push Sonic far beyond his comfort zone. Their first encounter crackles with tension and curiosity, as two beings with extraordinary abilities size each other up, wary yet intrigued. Knuckles' mission is clear yet cloaked in ancient secrecy. He seeks to find and protect a mystical emerald with immense power, a relic tied to the fate of their world. This emerald, the Master Emerald, is a symbol of balance and control, capable of great creation or destruction depending on whose hands it falls into. The weight of this responsibility adds gravity to Knuckles' stoic demeanor and introduces a mythic dimension to the story. As the heroes close in on their goal, Robotnik reveals a surprising and sinister plan. He intends to use the Emerald's power not just for domination but to unleash a catastrophic force that could destabilize the entire world. This escalation ratchets up the urgency, forcing the protagonists into a desperate race against time. The film's pacing quickens, with intercutting scenes that build suspense as each side maneuvers toward a climactic confrontation. The climax unfolds in a breathtaking sequence that blends stunning visuals, heart-pounding action, and emotional resonance. The setting shifts to an ancient temple nestled deep within a jungle, where the Master Emerald is said to reside. Here, the environment itself becomes a character, its crumbling architecture and natural hazards reflecting the fragility of the balance the emerald represents. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles navigate treacherous traps and fierce battles with Robotnik's forces, their teamwork and individual strengths tested to the limit. The choreography of these sequences is dynamic, with fast cuts, sweeping camera movements, and bursts of energy that convey the characters' speed and determination. The film's sound design heightens the tension, combining the roar of machinery with the pulse of the musical score to immerse viewers fully in the chaos. In a pivotal moment, the true depth of Sonic's character shines through. Confronted with the choice between personal safety and protecting the world, he embodies selflessness and bravery, catalyzing a turning point in the battle. Knuckles and Tails also play crucial roles, their loyalty and ingenuity pivotal in overcoming Robotnik's schemes. Robotnik, ever the cunning adversary, unleashes a final, desperate gambit, a transformation into a monstrous fusion of man and machine powered by stolen energy. This form is a visual spectacle, terrifying in its scale and ferocity. The ensuing battle between Sonic and Robotnik is a symphony of speed, strategy, and raw determination, culminating in a resolution that balances triumph with consequence. As the dust settles, the film offers moments of reflection and emotional payoff. Sonic and his friends emerge victorious but changed, their bonds strengthened by the trials they endured. The Master Emerald is secured, its power restored to a place of safety, symbolizing the restoration of balance and hope. The resolution also leaves room for future adventures, with hints dropped about new challenges and allies on the horizon. This open-endedness invites audiences to imagine what lies beyond the final frame, sustaining engagement and anticipation. Throughout this portion of the story, humor and warmth continue to temper the tension. The characters share moments of levity amid danger, their personalities shining through in witty exchanges and heartfelt gestures. These scenes ground the fantastical elements in relatable human experience, enhancing emotional connection. Visually, the film maintains its vibrant and immersive style. The contrast between the natural beauty of the jungle and the mechanical menace of Robotnik's machines underscores the thematic tension between nature and technology, chaos and order. Lighting shifts from bright, hopeful tones to shadowed, dramatic hues as the narrative unfolds, guiding emotional response. The film's soundscape evolves accordingly, blending natural ambient sounds with electronic and orchestral elements that reflect the merging of organic and artificial forces at play. In sum, this segment of the story delivers a satisfying blend of action, character development, and thematic depth. It elevates the stakes, deepens relationships, and brings the narrative to a thrilling and emotionally resonant climax. As the heroes confront their greatest challenge yet, the film celebrates courage, friendship, and the enduring power of unity in the face of overwhelming odds, leaving audiences exhilarated and inspired. In the tapestry of this story, the characters are its most vibrant threads, each woven with complexity, heart, and growth that transcend their archetypal origins. The film's strength lies not only in its pulse-pounding action and dazzling visuals, but in the way it breathes life into these figures, rendering them as multifaceted beings whose desires, fears, and transformations invite deep emotional investment. The characters' journeys are at once personal and universal, inviting viewers to reflect on themes of identity, friendship, responsibility, and courage through their eyes. At the heart of the narrative is Sonic, the iconic blue hedgehog whose speed is legendary but whose deeper struggles anchor the story. Far from a one-dimensional hero defined solely by his powers, Sonic emerges here as a young being grappling with his place in the world and the meaning of true strength. His journey is a coming-of-age tale woven into the fabric of an epic adventure. Though he exudes confidence and humor, there's an undercurrent of yearning, a desire to prove himself not just through feats of speed but through the choices he makes and the bonds he forms. Sonic's character is infused with a youthful exuberance that makes him immediately endearing. His impulsiveness and zest for life are balanced by moments of introspection, where he questions his responsibilities and what it means to be a hero. This duality enriches his portrayal, allowing the audience to see beyond the surface to the vulnerabilities beneath. Throughout the film, Sonic's growth is palpable. His initial restlessness gives way to a deeper sense of purpose, shaped by his relationships and the challenges he faces. The film invites us to root for him not just because of his powers, but because of his heart. Integral to Sonic's evolution is his relationship with Tails, the young fox whose technical brilliance and earnest spirit complement Sonic's dynamism. Tails begins as an admirer, full of wide-eyed enthusiasm and a thirst for adventure. Yet his character arc quickly reveals layers of courage and self-discovery. His twin Tails, whimsical and distinctive, symbolize both his uniqueness and his ability to rise above obstacles, literally and figuratively. Tails embodies the theme that true heroism isn't about flashy powers alone, but about intelligence, loyalty, and the willingness to stand by those you care for. Tails' dynamic with Sonic is a highlight of the narrative. Their interactions pulse with genuine warmth and humor, capturing the essence of friendship forged in shared trials. Tails' youthful innocence is not a weakness but a source of strength, reminding Sonic and the audience of the power of hope and optimism. The mutual respect and affection between the two characters provide emotional depth and balance the film's high-octane action. Knuckles the Echidna arrives as a complex figure, initially an adversary driven by duty and honor, but gradually revealed as a character shaped by loyalty, tragedy, and an evolving worldview. His stoic exterior conceals a fierce dedication to protecting the Master Emerald and the legacy it represents. Knuckles is a study in contrasts, strength tempered by vulnerability, isolation softened by emerging trust. His journey from suspicion and solitude toward alliance and understanding adds layers of emotional richness. Knuckles' character challenges simplistic notions of heroism and villainy. His motivations are not selfish but rooted in a profound sense of responsibility and tradition. Meanwhile, Dr. Robotnik, also known as Dr. Eggman, returns with a vengeance, more determined and cunning than before. His obsession with capturing Sonic and harnessing his powers drives much of the unfolding conflict. The film re-establishes Robotnik as a formidable antagonist, blending his trademark humor and eccentricity with a sharpened edge. His alliance with Knuckles is a complex and uneasy one, built on manipulation and shared greed for the Master Emerald's power. As Sonic grapples with Knuckles' arrival and the looming threat of Robotnik, he also meets a new ally, Tails, a young and brilliant fox with two tails that grant him the ability to fly. Tails' introduction brings a fresh dynamic, his youthful enthusiasm and technical genius complementing Sonic's speed and spirit. Their budding friendship adds layers of warmth and humor, and through their interactions, the theme of found family emerges prominently. Together, Sonic and Tails set out on a quest to locate the Master Emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. Their journey takes them from the familiar comforts of green hills to more diverse and challenging environments, a testament to the expanding universe of the story. Along the way, they encounter obstacles that test their skills and deepen their bond, including intense chases, puzzles, and battles with Robotnik's mechanical minions. The film balances these high-octane sequences with moments of character development and emotional nuance. Sonic's leadership qualities begin to emerge as he learns to trust and rely on Tails, while Tails' admiration for Sonic is tempered by his own growing confidence. Their teamwork is portrayed with a sense of genuine camaraderie, underscored by witty banter and mutual respect. This partnership is not just functional but deeply human, resonating with the audience as a metaphor for friendship and growth. Knuckles, meanwhile, pursues his own path, initially at odds with Sonic and Tails but driven by a rigid code of honor and duty. His backstory and motivations unfold gradually, revealing layers of loyalty and tragedy that complicate his role as antagonist or ally. The filmmakers invest in developing Knuckles beyond a mere adversary, presenting him as a character caught between tradition and change. Tensions rise as the race for the Master Emerald intensifies. Robotnik's schemes become increasingly elaborate and dangerous, pushing Sonic and his friends into situations that demand courage, ingenuity, and sacrifice. The film's pacing accelerates here, with action sequences that blend breathtaking speed with inventive choreography. These moments are not merely spectacle but narrative vehicles that heighten stakes and reveal character. Throughout this first arc, the film weaves humor and heart into the fabric of the story. Comic relief arises naturally from character interactions, especially between Sonic and Tails, whose contrasting personalities create a delightful interplay. Meanwhile, quieter scenes delve into themes of trust, identity, and the search for belonging, grounding the fantastical elements in emotional reality. Visual storytelling plays a crucial role in this section. The cinematography captures Sonic's lightning-fast movements with dynamic camera work, creating a visceral sense of speed that thrills without disorienting. The lush, vibrant environments, from rolling hills to dense forests, are rendered in rich detail, immersing viewers in a world that is at once expansive and intimate. Sound design enhances this immersion, blending the rush of wind and pounding footsteps with a lively musical score that underscores emotional beats. The voice performances bring depth and personality, with each actor infusing their character with distinctiveness that resonates through dialogue and tone. By the midpoint, alliances begin to shift. Sonic and Knuckles move from rivalry toward understanding, recognizing shared goals despite their differences. The emergence of new threats and revelations about the Master Emerald's true power set the stage for escalating conflict. The narrative teases twists that promise to challenge the hero's resolve and reshape their journey. In summary, the first half of this adventure lays a foundation rich with character growth, world-building, and escalating stakes. It balances fast-paced action with moments of reflection, humor with emotional depth, and familiar friendships with new alliances. As Sonic races toward an uncertain future, propelled by loyalty and courage, The film invites us to join him in a journey where speed is matched by heart, and every twist accelerates the pulse of a story that's just beginning to unfold. The narrative, already charged with energy and emotion, shifts gears as the adventure surges into new, electrifying territory. The challenges that our heroes face multiply, drawing them deeper into a web of conflict where the lines between friend and foe blur, and where the stakes become ever more urgent. This portion of the story is a roller coaster of twists and revelations, each moment layered with tension, humor, and heart. As Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles pursue the elusive Master Emerald, they find themselves pulled into increasingly perilous situations. The alliance between Sonic and Knuckles, initially fragile and marked by mistrust, begins to solidify under the pressure of common threats. Their interactions evolve from wary competitors to reluctant partners, and eventually to genuine comrades in arms. This evolving dynamic is captured in scenes that blend intense action with moments of camaraderie, showing how trust can grow even in the face of danger. Robotnik's relentless pursuit escalates with the deployment of his most formidable machines yet, hulking robotic behemoths armed with devastating weaponry designed to capture Sonic and seize the Master Emerald. The film's visual effects team shines here, delivering spectacular sequences where these mechanical monstrosities rampage through cityscapes and natural landscapes alike. These set pieces are choreographed with meticulous precision, mixing chaos with clarity so that the audience can follow every high-speed maneuver and daring escape. In the midst of this chaos, Tails' technical ingenuity becomes crucial. His quick thinking and inventive gadgets often turn the tide in moments that seem hopeless, showcasing his growth from a youthful admirer to a true hero in his own right. This character development is deftly woven into the narrative, illustrating that courage and intelligence come in many forms. One of the film's most poignant moments arises when Sonic and Knuckles uncover the deeper significance of the Master Emerald, not merely a powerful artifact but a symbol of balance and responsibility. This revelation adds layers of meaning to their quest, emphasizing themes of stewardship and the consequences of wielding great power. Knuckles, whose dedication to protecting the emerald stems from a sacred duty, finds his worldview challenged as he comes to understand the importance of cooperation and trust. As the heroes close in on their goal, Robotnik reveals a surprising and sinister plan. He intends to use the emerald's power not just for domination but to unleash a catastrophic force that could destabilize the entire world. This escalation ratchets up the urgency, forcing the protagonists into a desperate race against time. The film's pacing quickens, with intercutting scenes that build suspense as each side maneuvers toward a climactic confrontation. Knuckles is a study in contrasts, strength tempered by vulnerability, isolation softened by emerging trust. His journey from suspicion and solitude toward alliance and understanding adds layers of emotional richness. Knuckles' character challenges simplistic notions of heroism and villainy. His motivations are not selfish but rooted in a profound sense of responsibility and tradition. This depth renders him sympathetic even when in opposition to Sonic and Tails, highlighting the theme that good and bad are often entwined and that understanding emerges through empathy. His gradual openness to partnership and friendship is portrayed with subtlety, reflecting a nuanced exploration of trust and redemption. The antagonist, Dr. Robotnik, is a masterful blend of menace and eccentricity. His obsession with capturing Sonic and harnessing his powers drives much of the narrative tension. Unlike one-dimensional villains, Robotnik is portrayed with a flair for theatricality and dark humor that adds levity even as he embodies threat. His intelligence and inventiveness make him a formidable foe, while his personal vendettas and quirks render him memorably human. Robotnik's relationship with Knuckles introduces a dynamic of uneasy alliance, underscoring themes of manipulation and ambition. His relentless pursuit of power contrasts sharply with the protagonist's motives, crystallizing the conflict between exploitation and protection. His character serves as a foil to Sonic's youthful idealism, challenging the hero to rise above not just external threats but internal doubts. Supporting characters like Tom and Maddie Wachowski ground the story in human warmth and relatability. Tom, as Sonic's steadfast friend and protector, embodies patience and acceptance. His evolving understanding of Sonic's world and his willingness to support the extraordinary highlight themes of family and belonging. Maddie's presence adds tenderness and stability, underscoring the importance of home as a sanctuary amid chaos. The film's ensemble also includes quirky and memorable side characters who enrich the narrative fabric. Each brings distinct personality traits and motivations that complement or contrast with the leads, creating a diverse and engaging cast. Their interactions provide moments of humor, conflict, and alliance that deepen the story's texture. Voice performances contribute significantly to character depth. The actors imbue their roles with personality and nuance, capturing not only dialogue but the rhythms, inflections, and emotional subtleties that bring the characters alive. This vocal artistry enhances the film's immersive quality and emotional resonance. Symbolically, the characters embody broader themes. Sonic's speed and freedom reflect the restless quest for identity and self-acceptance. Tails' dual tails and inventive mind symbolize potential and growth. Knuckles' guardianship of the Master Emerald stands for duty and the weight of legacy. Robotnik's mechanization represents unchecked ambition and the threat of dehumanization. Together, these figures weave a narrative tapestry that explores the complexities of choice, connection, and courage. The characters' development is intricately tied to the film's themes of friendship and unity. Their journeys underscore the idea that strength lies not just in individual abilities but in collaboration and trust. This message resonates deeply, especially as the characters overcome misunderstandings and rivalries to unite against a common threat. Throughout the film, moments of vulnerability humanize even the most extraordinary characters. Whether it's Sonic's doubt, Tails' insecurities, Knuckles' loneliness, or Robotnik's frustration, these glimpses beneath the surface foster empathy and investment. The film acknowledges that heroism is not the absence of fear but the choice to confront it. In essence, the character work in this story transforms what could have been a simple adventure into a rich exploration of growth, loyalty, and identity. Each figure is crafted with care and complexity, inviting audiences to see themselves reflected in their struggles and triumphs. Their interactions, conflicts, and alliances form the emotional heartbeat that drives the narrative forward, making the film a celebration not just of speed and spectacle, but of the enduring power of connection. Behind the dazzling lights and rapid pace of this vibrant film lies a treasure trove of unusual stories, quirky moments, and fascinating behind-the-scenes details that add layers of charm and intrigue to its creation. As with many large-scale productions, the making of this movie was punctuated by unexpected challenges, creative solutions, and moments of serendipity that not only shaped the final product but also forged lasting memories for those involved. Exploring these strangest facts reveals the human side of filmmaking, a realm where technology meets improvisation, tradition dances with innovation, and magic often emerges from the most unlikely places. One of the earliest surprises came during the casting process. While the lead character's voice actor had been confirmed early on, the chemistry test with the actor chosen to play the young Fox companion took an unexpected turn. The young actor brought an impromptu impression of a famous comedian to the audition, breaking the usual formality and injecting a burst of humor that left the casting directors laughing and instantly intrigued. This unplanned moment not only secured his role but set the tone for the playful energy that would become a hallmark of the film. It also underscored how moments of authenticity and spontaneity can influence casting decisions in ways that scripted readings never could. The voice recording sessions themselves were a source of delightful surprises. The actors, recording their lines separately due to scheduling and geographic constraints, often improvised around the scripted dialogue, infusing their characters with unique inflections and personality traits. The director encouraged this improvisation, believing it added authenticity and freshness. One memorable instance involved the actor voicing the antagonist, who spontaneously delivered a line with such exaggerated flair that the sound engineers struggled to keep a straight face. This line was kept in the final cut, becoming a fan favorite for its unexpected comedic timing. On the technical side, the integration of computer-generated imagery, CGI, with live-action footage presented its own set of challenges and innovations. The filmmakers employed cutting-edge motion capture technology to translate the actors' physical performances into the digital models of the characters. However, capturing Sonic's signature speed in a way that felt both believable and visually spectacular required experimentation with frame rates and camera angles. The team developed a technique colloquially dubbed the speed warp, a digital effect that stretches and compresses the environment around Sonic to simulate his incredible velocity. This innovation was inspired by experimental photography techniques and became a signature visual motif that fans immediately recognized. During location scouting, the production team faced unexpected weather disruptions that threatened to delay shooting. The primary shooting location, chosen for its picturesque blend of urban and natural environments, was hit by an unseasonal storm that flooded streets and made outdoor scenes impossible to film. Instead of postponing, the crew adapted creatively, repurposing the stormy backdrop to enhance scenes of tension and conflict. During location scouting, the production team faced unexpected weather disruptions that threatened to delay shooting. The primary shooting location, chosen for its picturesque blend of urban and natural environments, was hit by an unseasonal storm that flooded streets and made outdoor scenes impossible to film. Instead of postponing, the crew adapted creatively, repurposing the stormy backdrop to enhance scenes of tension and conflict, adding a layer of atmospheric drama that was not originally planned. This decision turned a potential setback into an artistic advantage, demonstrating the team's flexibility and resourcefulness. One of the film's strangest production anecdotes involves a particular chase sequence filmed on a busy city street. To capture the energy and scale of the scene, the crew coordinated with local authorities to close roads and control traffic. However, a rogue cyclist unwittingly entered the closed set, weaving through the chaos and nearly colliding with the stunt performers. Rather than interrupt filming, the director incorporated the cyclist's unexpected cameo into the sequence, turning what could have been a disruption into a moment of lively realism. This spontaneous addition delighted crew members and audiences alike, a testament to the unpredictability of on-location shooting. The voice actor for the new character, Tails, developed a unique way to connect with his role that surprised even his colleagues. To embody the character's youthful enthusiasm and technical brilliance, he began tinkering with miniature mechanical toys and gadgets off-set, bringing this hands-on curiosity to the recording booth. This personal investment enriched his vocal performance, infusing it with genuine excitement and wonder. Fellow cast members often teased him affectionately about his mad scientist antics, fostering a light-hearted camaraderie. Another fascinating fact concerns the film's soundtrack, which blends original compositions with carefully curated songs from various genres and eras. The composer collaborated with musicians to create motifs that reflect the characters' personalities and narrative arcs. Interestingly, the production team discovered late in post-production that one piece of music accidentally overlapped with a popular song from a different franchise. Rather than removing it, they decided to embrace the homage subtly, tweaking the arrangement to make it distinct while nodding to the shared cultural moment. This little-known tidbit added a layer of intertextual playfulness for attentive listeners. Behind the scenes, the animators faced the unique challenge of capturing Sonic's expressive facial features and body language in a digital format. Because Sonic's character design balances cartoonish exaggeration with realistic detail, animators developed specialized software tools to fine-tune micro-expressions and subtle movements. This innovation allowed them to convey emotion through fleeting glances and small gestures, bridging the gap between animation and human performance. The result is a character that feels remarkably alive and relatable, a feat that earned praise from both critics and fans. The film's marketing campaign also included some unusual and creative stunts. One notable example was a pop-up exhibit in a major city, where fans could interact with life-sized replicas of Sonic's shoes and rings, alongside augmented reality experiences that simulated Sonic's speed. This immersive approach not only generated buzz but deepened fan engagement, turning promotional efforts into memorable experiences. The exhibit's success led to similar installations in other cities, making it a key part of the film's cultural footprint. In terms of trivia, the film contains several Easter eggs and subtle references that delighted longtime fans. For example, certain background elements echo designs and characters from the original video game series, hidden in ways that reward attentive viewers. These nods create a sense of continuity and respect for the source material, bridging generations of fans and adding depth to the viewing experience. The interplay between live action and CGI also led to some humorous on-set moments. Stunt performers tasked with mimicking Sonic's movements often found themselves racing against invisible characters or interacting with placeholders that would later be replaced digitally. These imaginative exercises required a blend of athleticism and creativity, and the cast often shared stories of their efforts to dance with characters that existed only in the digital realm. Such experiences forged strong bonds among the performers, uniting them in the shared challenge of bringing fantasy to life. Environmental considerations shaped parts of the production as well. The filmmakers prioritized sustainable practices, such as minimizing waste on set and using energy-efficient equipment. These efforts, while not always visible on screen, reflect a growing awareness within the industry about the impact of filmmaking on the planet. Crew members took pride in these initiatives, finding a sense of purpose beyond the immediate task of storytelling. The director's background in animation and visual effects influenced many of the creative decisions. His deep understanding of digital artistry enabled seamless integration between live actors and animated characters, crafting a world where the two coexist effortlessly. His leadership style emphasized collaboration across departments, fostering an environment where innovation was encouraged and diverse perspectives shaped the creative process. Several cast members shared anecdotes about their experiences working on the film. The lead actor spoke of the joy and challenge of stepping into a beloved character's shoes, balancing fan expectations with his own interpretation. The young actor voicing Tails described how his involvement sparked an interest in animation and technology, inspiring him beyond the set. These personal reflections add a human dimension to the production story, reminding us that behind every character is a person bringing their passion and talent to the screen. The film's release was met with enthusiastic fan celebrations worldwide. Premiere events included interactive experiences, costume contests, and meet and greets that brought communities together. The fandom's response was notable for its warmth and creativity, with fan art, videos, and discussions flourishing across social media platforms. This vibrant fan culture contributed to the film's sustained popularity and cultural relevance. In essence, the strangest facts and behind-the-scenes tales from this production paint a picture of a project alive with energy, creativity, and unexpected moments. They reveal the layers of effort, serendipity, and human connection that underpin the magic of cinema. These stories enrich our appreciation of the film, inviting us to see beyond the screen and into the vibrant world of those who brought this beloved story to life. Behind the dazzling lights and rapid pace of this vibrant film lies a treasure trove of unusual stories, quirky moments, and fascinating behind-the-scenes details that add layers of charm and intrigue to its creation. As with many large-scale productions, the making of this movie was punctuated by unexpected challenges, creative solutions, and moments of serendipity that not only shaped the final product but also forged lasting memories for those involved. Exploring these strangest facts reveals the human side of filmmaking, a realm where technology meets improvisation, tradition dances with innovation, and magic often emerges from the most unlikely places. One of the earliest surprises came during the casting process. While the lead character's voice actor had been confirmed early on, the chemistry test with the actor chosen to play the young fox companion took an unexpected turn. The young actor brought an impromptu impression of a famous comedian to the audition, breaking the usual formality and injecting a burst of humor that left the casting directors laughing and instantly intrigued. This unplanned moment not only secured his role but set the tone for the playful energy that would become a hallmark of the film. It also underscored how moments of authenticity and spontaneity can influence casting decisions in ways that scripted readings never could. The voice recording sessions themselves were a source of delightful surprises. The actors, recording their lines separately due to scheduling and geographic constraints, often improvised around the scripted dialogue, infusing their characters with unique inflections and personality traits. The director encouraged this improvisation, believing it added authenticity and freshness. One memorable instance involved the actor voicing the antagonist, who spontaneously delivered a line with such exaggerated flair that the sound engineers struggled to keep a straight face. This line was kept in the final cut, becoming a fan favorite for its unexpected comedic timing. On the technical side, the integration of computer-generated imagery, CGI, with live-action footage presented its own set of challenges and innovations. The filmmakers employed cutting-edge motion capture technology to translate the actors' physical performances into the digital models of the characters. However, capturing Sonic's signature speed in a way that felt both believable and visually spectacular required experimentation with frame rates and camera angles. The team developed a technique colloquially dubbed the speed warp, a digital effect that stretches and compresses the environment around Sonic to simulate his incredible velocity. This innovation was inspired by experimental photography techniques and became a signature visual motif that fans immediately recognized. During location scouting, the production team faced unexpected weather disruptions that threatened to delay shooting. The primary shooting location, chosen for its picturesque blend of urban and natural environments, was hit by an unseasonal storm that flooded streets and made outdoor scenes impossible to film. Instead of postponing, the crew adapted creatively, repurposing the stormy backdrop to enhance scenes of tension and conflict, adding a layer of atmospheric drama that was not originally planned. This decision turned a potential setback into an artistic advantage, demonstrating the team's flexibility and resourcefulness. One of the film's strangest production anecdotes involves a particular chase sequence filmed on a busy city street. To capture the energy and scale of the scene, the crew coordinated with local authorities to close roads and control traffic. However, a rogue cyclist unwittingly entered the closed set, weaving through the chaos and nearly colliding with the stunt performers. Rather than interrupt filming, the director incorporated the cyclist's unexpected cameo into the sequence, turning what could have been a disruption into a moment of lively realism. This spontaneous addition delighted crew members and audiences alike, a testament to the unpredictability of on-location shooting. The voice actor for the new character, Tails, developed a unique way to connect with his role that surprised even his colleagues. To embody the character's youthful enthusiasm and technical brilliance, he began tinkering with miniature mechanical toys and gadgets off-set, bringing this hands-on curiosity to the recording booth. This personal investment enriched his vocal performance, infusing it with genuine excitement and wonder. Fellow cast members often teased him affectionately about his mad scientist antics, fostering a light-hearted camaraderie. Another fascinating fact concerns the film's soundtrack, which blends original compositions with carefully curated songs from various genres and eras. The composer collaborated with musicians to create motifs that reflect the characters' personalities and narrative arcs. Interestingly, the production team discovered late in post-production that one piece of music accidentally overlapped with a popular song from a different franchise. Rather than removing it, they decided to embrace the homage subtly, tweaking the arrangement to make it distinct while nodding to the shared cultural moment. This little-known tidbit added a layer of intertextual playfulness for attentive listeners. Behind the scenes, the animators faced the unique challenge of capturing Sonic's expressive facial features and body language in a digital format. Because Sonic's character design balances cartoonish exaggeration with realistic detail, animators developed specialized software tools to fine-tune micro-expressions and subtle movements. This innovation allowed them to convey emotion through fleeting glances and small gestures, bridging the gap between animation and human performance. The result is a character that feels remarkably alive and relatable, a feat that earned praise from both critics and fans. The film's marketing campaign also included some unusual and creative stunts. One notable example was a pop-up exhibit in a major city, where fans could interact with life-sized replicas of Sonic's shoes and rings, alongside augmented reality experiences that simulated Sonic's speed. This immersive approach not only generated buzz but deepened fan engagement, turning promotional efforts into memorable experiences. The exhibit's success led to similar installations in other cities, making it a key part of the film's cultural footprint. In terms of trivia, the film contains several Easter eggs and subtle references that delighted longtime fans. For example, certain background elements echo designs and characters from the original video game series, hidden in ways that reward attentive viewers. These nods create a sense of continuity and respect for the source material, bridging generations of fans and adding depth to the viewing experience. The interplay between live action and CGI also led to some humorous on-set moments. In terms of trivia, the film contains several Easter eggs and subtle references that delighted longtime fans. For example, certain background elements echo designs and characters from the original video game series, hidden in ways that reward attentive viewers. These nods create a sense of continuity and respect for the source material, bridging generations of fans and adding depth to the viewing experience. The interplay between live action and CGI also led to some humorous on-set moments. Stunt performers tasked with mimicking Sonic's movements often found themselves racing against invisible characters or interacting with placeholders that would later be replaced digitally. These imaginative exercises required a blend of athleticism and creativity, and the cast often shared stories of their efforts to dance with characters that existed only in the digital realm. Such experiences forged strong bonds among the performers, uniting them in the shared challenge of bringing fantasy to life. Environmental considerations shaped parts of the production as well. The filmmakers prioritized sustainable practices, such as minimizing waste on set and using energy-efficient equipment. These efforts, while not always visible on screen, reflect a growing awareness within the industry about the impact of filmmaking on the planet. Crew members took pride in these initiatives, finding a sense of purpose beyond the immediate task of storytelling. The director's background in animation and visual effects influenced many of the creative decisions. His deep understanding of digital artistry enabled seamless integration between live actors and animated characters, crafting a world where the two coexist effortlessly. His leadership style emphasized collaboration across departments, fostering an environment where innovation was encouraged and diverse perspectives shaped the creative process. Several cast members shared anecdotes about their experiences working on the film. The lead actor spoke of the joy and challenge of stepping into a beloved character's shoes, balancing fan expectations with his own interpretation. The young actor voicing Tails described how his involvement sparked an interest in animation and technology, inspiring him beyond the set. These personal reflections add a human dimension to the production story, reminding us that behind every character is a person bringing their passion and talent to the screen. The film's release was met with enthusiastic fan celebrations worldwide. Premiere events included interactive experiences, costume contests, and meet and greets that brought communities together. The fandom's response was notable for its warmth and creativity, with fan art, videos, and discussions flourishing across social media platforms. This vibrant fan culture contributed to the film's sustained popularity and cultural relevance. In essence, the strangest facts and behind-the-scenes tales from this production paint a picture of a project alive with energy, creativity, and unexpected moments. They reveal the layers of effort, serendipity, and human connection that underpin the magic of cinema. These stories enrich our appreciation of the film, inviting us to see beyond the screen and into the vibrant world of those who brought this beloved story to life. The film unfolds not merely as a vibrant spectacle of speed and color, but as a rich text layered with significant events that reverberate beyond the immediate narrative, inviting viewers to engage with themes that touch on identity, belonging, and the tension between freedom and responsibility. Each pivotal moment is crafted with deliberate attention to emotional weight and thematic depth, transforming what might otherwise be seen as mere action beats into episodes charged with meaning and resonance. From a critical perspective, these events serve as focal points where character arcs intersect with broader cultural dialogues, shaping the film's lasting impact and reception. Early in the narrative, the introduction of the Master Emerald and the arrival of Knuckles are not just plot catalysts but symbolic gestures that invite reflection on heritage, guardianship, and the complexities of allegiance. Knuckles' solemn duty to protect this ancient relic positions him as a figure caught between tradition and change, embodying themes of legacy and the burdens it imposes. His initial confrontation with Sonic is a microcosm of this tension, a clash of values and priorities that extends beyond personal rivalry to touch on cultural and historical conflicts. Critics have noted how this dynamic reframes typical hero versus hero conflicts, emphasizing the shades of gray that define loyalty and justice. The film's portrayal of Sonic's evolving identity is intricately linked to these events. Sonic's journey from an outsider searching for belonging to a hero embracing his responsibilities mirrors the universal quest for self-definition amidst external pressures. His relationship with Tails and Knuckles forms a triad through which different facets of identity, youthful curiosity, tradition-bound duty, and individual freedom, are explored. The narrative uses their interactions to probe the complexities of friendship, trust, and collaboration, offering a nuanced perspective on how identity is negotiated within communities. Scholars and critics have highlighted this as a refreshing departure from simplistic hero narratives, underscoring the film's thematic ambition. Robotnik's escalating schemes introduce another layer of critical interest. His relentless pursuit of power and control serves as an allegory for unchecked technological ambition and the dangers of obsession. The transformation scenes, where he merges with his machines, visually manifest the theme of dehumanization through technological excess. This portrayal resonates with contemporary anxieties about artificial intelligence, surveillance, and the loss of humanity in the face of mechanization. The film thus situates its antagonist within a broader cultural discourse, enriching the narrative's relevance. Key action sequences, particularly the climactic battles, are not mere displays of spectacle but carefully choreographed events that encapsulate the film's thematic concerns. The use of setting, such as the ancient temple guarding the Master Emerald, evokes a sense of sacredness and fragility, framing the conflict as one over stewardship and the preservation of balance. Critics have praised these sequences for their symbolic resonance, noting how the physical struggles mirror internal and societal conflicts over power and responsibility. The narrative pacing and structure contribute significantly to the film's emotional resonance. Moments of high tension are balanced with quieter interludes that deepen character development and allow thematic exploration. These reflective pauses invite the audience to engage empathetically, fostering a connection that elevates the stakes beyond mere plot mechanics. The interplay of humor and drama is also a critical strength, as it humanizes characters and makes their journeys more relatable, broadening the film's appeal. Visually, the film employs color and lighting as narrative tools. The vibrant palette reflects the energy and optimism of the protagonists, while shifts to darker, more muted tones signal moments of uncertainty or threat. This use of visual language has been analyzed as a means of reinforcing thematic contrasts, hope versus fear, freedom versus control, thereby enhancing the viewer's emotional experience. This use of visual language has been analyzed as a means of reinforcing thematic contrasts, hope versus fear, freedom versus control, thereby enhancing the viewer's emotional experience. Cinematography that emphasizes speed and fluid motion is not only a technical achievement but also a metaphor for the characters' dynamic growth and the rapid changes they face. Sound design and musical scoring further augment the film's impact. The pulsating score underscores moments of urgency and exhilaration, while more subdued motifs accompany scenes of introspection. Critics have noted how the auditory elements complement the visual storytelling, creating a multisensory tapestry that immerses the audience fully. The use of recurring musical themes associated with particular characters or ideas reinforces narrative coherence and emotional continuity. The film's engagement with themes of friendship and found family is especially noteworthy from a critical perspective. The evolving bonds among Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles illustrate how diverse backgrounds and perspectives can unite to overcome adversity. This narrative thread resonates with contemporary cultural conversations about community, acceptance, and collaboration across difference. Scholars have observed that the film subtly promotes inclusivity and the dismantling of isolationist attitudes, offering a hopeful vision for collective resilience. Audience reception reflects these layered qualities. Viewers have responded enthusiastically not only to the film's thrilling action but also to its emotional depth and thematic richness. Social media discussions and fan analyses often highlight moments that touched on personal identity, loyalty, and courage, demonstrating the story's capacity to inspire reflection and connection. The film's ability to appeal to multiple generations, through nostalgic references and fresh storytelling, has also been a key factor in its broad appeal. The film's critical success lies in its balance of entertainment and substance. It respects the intelligence of its audience, providing a narrative that is accessible yet layered, thrilling yet thoughtful. This equilibrium has earned praise from reviewers who appreciate the film's ability to satisfy genre expectations while offering meaningful insights. It stands as an example of how family-oriented blockbusters can engage with complex themes without sacrificing fun. In conclusion, the significant events within this film are far more than narrative milestones. They are carefully constructed moments that deepen thematic exploration and emotional engagement. Through character conflicts, visual storytelling, and sonic artistry, the film invites us to contemplate issues of identity, responsibility, and connection. Its resonance extends beyond the screen, sparking dialogue among audiences and critics alike, and securing its place as a work that entertains while enriching the cultural conversation. The journey from script to screen for this vibrant and fast-paced film was a remarkable adventure in itself, filled with moments of ingenuity, unexpected challenges, and joyous collaboration. Behind the seamless blend of live action and CGI, the vivid worlds, and the dynamic characters lies a tapestry of creative decisions, technical breakthroughs, and human stories that give the film its unique heartbeat. Exploring the production process reveals not only the dedication and skill of those involved, but also the playful spirit that infused the set and influenced the film's final form. From the earliest stages, the filmmakers approached the project with a clear vision: to craft a world where the fantastical could feel tangible and the characters' emotions could resonate deeply with audiences of all ages. This dual focus required balancing cutting-edge technology with grounded storytelling, an ambition that shaped every aspect of production. One of the first hurdles was translating Sonic's iconic speed into a believable visual language. Traditional filming techniques alone couldn't capture the essence of his lightning-fast movements, so the creative team turned to innovative motion capture and animation technologies. The process involved choreographing elaborate sequences where stunt performers mimicked Sonic's movements, wearing specialized suits that recorded their motion. This data was then mapped onto the digital model, allowing animators to fine-tune every leap, spin, and dash with unprecedented precision. The fusion of human athleticism and digital artistry gave Sonic a lifelike energy that was both thrilling and expressive. Location scouting proved to be another fascinating chapter in the film's production. The filmmakers sought environments that could serve as believable yet visually rich backdrops, places that reflected the story's themes of adventure and discovery. While many scenes were created digitally, several key sequences were shot in real-world locations known for their natural beauty and architectural character. The juxtaposition of urban landscapes with lush, verdant settings created a dynamic canvas that enhanced the narrative's contrast between the mechanical and the organic. One particularly memorable location was a historic temple nestled in a dense jungle, used to depict the lair of the Master Emerald. Filming in this remote setting presented logistical challenges, from transporting equipment through rough terrain to coordinating large crews in unpredictable weather. Yet, these obstacles fostered a strong camaraderie among the cast and crew, who often shared stories around campfires and improvised solutions to keep production on track. The authenticity of the environment enriched the performances, lending a palpable sense of place that CGI alone could not replicate. The blending of live action with computer-generated imagery was a central creative challenge throughout production. The visual effects team worked closely with directors and cinematographers to ensure that animated characters like Sonic and Tails interacted seamlessly with their human counterparts and the physical world. This required meticulous planning, marking reference points on set, carefully choreographing eye lines, and calibrating lighting to match the digital inserts. Actors often performed scenes opposite stand-ins or motion capture performers, requiring a high level of imagination and adaptability. Behind the scenes, the actors formed a tight-knit group, sharing their excitement and sometimes the occasional frustration of working in a hybrid environment. The lead actor playing Sonic's human friend spoke in interviews about the surreal experience of reacting to an invisible character on set, describing it as a mix of challenge and delight. Voice actors contributed extensively in post-production, sometimes recording multiple takes to capture the nuances of emotion that would later be translated into animation. The director's background in animation influenced the collaborative atmosphere on set. Known for encouraging experimentation and improvisation, the director fostered a creative space where ideas flowed freely between departments. Storyboarding sessions were lively affairs, with animators, writers, and designers brainstorming together to refine sequences and character moments. This cross-pollination of ideas led to some of the film's most memorable scenes, where spontaneous humor and heartfelt emotion blend effortlessly. Music and sound design were integral to the production's immersive quality. The composer collaborated early with editors and directors to develop themes that could evolve alongside the characters' arcs. Recording sessions for the score often involved live musicians blending traditional orchestral elements with modern electronic sounds, reflecting the film's fusion of natural and technological motifs. Sound designers crafted effects that underscored Sonic's speed, whispers of wind, the rush of feet, and the subtle hum of energy, creating an auditory experience that heightened the thrill of every chase. Anecdotes from the production abound, revealing the human moments behind the high-tech wizardry. For example, during the filming of an intense action sequence, a prop malfunction caused a minor disruption that led to an impromptu scene where the actors broke character to laugh and improvise. This moment was captured on behind-the-scenes footage and later shared with fans, showcasing the light-hearted spirit that permeated the set. One of the film's signature visual effects, the speed warp effect that visually distorts the environment as Sonic races, was born from a creative experiment in post-production. Initially conceived as a simple blur, the visual effects supervisor pushed for a more dynamic and stylized approach, inspired by abstract art and experimental film. This decision transformed the depiction of speed into an artistic statement, visually conveying the exhilaration and disorientation of Sonic's movement. It became a defining stylistic element that audiences instantly recognized and celebrated. Costume and prop design also played a crucial role. While Sonic and his friends are primarily animated, human characters' wardrobes were carefully chosen to reflect their personalities and growth. Tom's practical yet approachable attire symbolizes his grounding influence, while Maddie's costumes blend warmth and strength. Props such as the rings, iconic symbols within the Sonic universe, were crafted with detailed textures and designs that honored the source material while adapting to a cinematic context. The production timeline itself had moments of tension, with tight deadlines and unforeseen delays prompting creative scheduling solutions. The COVID-19 pandemic affected parts of the post-production process, leading to remote collaboration between visual effects artists across the globe. Despite these challenges, the team's commitment never wavered, and the film benefited from advances in digital workflow that allowed seamless coordination despite physical distance. Marketing and promotional activities also brought their own unique energy to the production cycle. The cast and crew participated in innovative campaigns that included interactive experiences, social media engagements, and fan events. These efforts were designed not just to promote the film but to build a community around it, one that celebrates creativity, nostalgia, and shared enthusiasm. Behind the scenes, actors shared heartfelt stories of connecting with fans and the joy of bringing a beloved character to life. The film's success owes much to this combination of technical mastery, artistic vision, and human connection. Each department, animation, live action, sound, music, art, and direction, worked in concert, overcoming challenges with ingenuity and passion. The result is a film that captivates not only through its dazzling visuals and thrilling sequences but also through the warmth, humor, and heart infused by its creators. Reflecting on the production, it becomes clear that this film is a testament to the collaborative magic of cinema, a world where technology and creativity merge to craft stories that inspire, entertain, and endure. The behind-the-scenes stories, the unexpected twists of fate, and the playful spirit of the team all contribute to a final work that pulses with life and joy, inviting audiences everywhere to join in the adventure. The world that unfolds before us in this film is much more than a backdrop. It is a living, breathing entity that shapes the story's emotional texture and amplifies its themes. Every setting and location has been meticulously crafted or chosen to serve as a visual echo of the narrative's pulse, reflecting the characters' journeys, the tension between natural and technological forces, and the film's blend of whimsy and gravitas. As we move through the varied landscapes, from idyllic small towns to ancient temples and sprawling cities, the environment becomes a silent yet potent storyteller, inviting viewers to immerse themselves fully in a richly imagined universe. The opening scenes greet us with the pastoral charm of green hills, a place of sun-dappled fields, winding roads, and cozy homes. This setting is carefully designed to evoke warmth, simplicity, and the comfort of belonging. The cinematography here bathes the landscape in soft, golden light, capturing the gentle sway of trees and the sparkle of dew in the morning sun. These images establish a tone of peacefulness and safety, grounding Sonic's character in a world where he feels at home yet restless. The tranquility of green hills contrasts poignantly with Sonic's internal desire for adventure, making it both a haven and a cage. The filmmakers use natural light and wide, sweeping shots to capture the openness of this environment, emphasizing freedom while hinting at the boundaries Sonic is eager to transcend. Moving beyond green hills, the narrative plunges into a series of dynamic urban and wilderness settings that heighten the stakes and visual excitement. The city scenes are rendered with vivid detail. Neon signs flicker against glass towers, bustling streets teem with life, and the hum of modernity pulses in every frame. Cinematographers employ sharp contrasts and dynamic angles here, using reflections, shadows, and artificial lighting to create a mood that is both thrilling and slightly menacing. The urban environment symbolizes the complexity and unpredictability of Sonic's expanding world, a place where danger and opportunity intertwine. Tracking shots follow Sonic as he zips through alleys and over rooftops, the camera's fluidity mirroring his speed and agility. The juxtaposition of the city's rigid geometry with Sonic's organic movement creates a visual metaphor for his struggle to find harmony within a structured world. In stark contrast, the jungle and temple locations unfold as realms of mystery and ancient power. The dense foliage, mist-shrouded ruins, and dappled sunlight filtering through leaves evoke a sense of timelessness and sacredness. These settings are crafted to feel both awe-inspiring and intimate, their textures rich with moss-covered stones, crumbling carvings, and hidden passageways. The filmmakers use a palette of deep greens and earthy browns, punctuated by the gleam of the Master Emerald's radiant glow, to evoke a mood of reverence and suspense. Cinematic techniques such as slow zooms, lingering close-ups on symbolic artifacts, and carefully framed compositions draw the viewer into the temple's enigmatic aura. Here, the setting becomes a character itself, an ancient guardian of balance and mystery that challenges the heroes to respect forces beyond their understanding. The visual design of these contrasting environments underscores the film's central themes: the tension between tradition and change, nature and technology, freedom and responsibility. The city's mechanical hum and neon glare stand against the jungle's organic rhythms and shadowy secrets, mirroring the narrative's conflicts and the characters' internal struggles. Through these juxtapositions, the film invites viewers to reflect on how environment shapes identity and choice. Lighting plays a crucial role in shaping the film's atmosphere across these diverse settings. The cinematographers skillfully manipulate light and shadow to evoke mood and guide emotional responses. In moments of hope and friendship, scenes are suffused with warm, natural light that caresses characters and surroundings alike. Conversely, moments of danger or uncertainty are often enveloped in cooler tones and dramatic contrasts, with sharp shadows and silhouettes enhancing tension. This deliberate choreography of light heightens narrative impact, making each scene resonate visually as well as emotionally. Color grading further refines the film's tonal landscape. The vibrant blues of Sonic's fur and the golden hues of green hills complement the deeper greens and shadowy grays of the jungle and temple. Urban scenes employ saturated colors contrasted with neon highlights to create a sense of energy and unpredictability. This careful orchestration of color not only delights the eye but also reinforces narrative themes, guiding viewers through the emotional contours of the story. Camera movement and framing are integral to conveying the film's kinetic energy and emotional intimacy. High-speed tracking shots convey Sonic's incredible velocity, often blending real-world motion with digital effects to immerse the audience in his perspective. These sequences are carefully choreographed to balance exhilaration with clarity, avoiding disorientation while maximizing thrill. In quieter moments, the camera lingers on close-ups and medium shots, capturing subtle expressions and interactions that reveal character depth. The contrast between dynamic action and intimate stillness creates a rhythm that sustains engagement and emotional resonance. Visual effects seamlessly integrate with practical elements to create a cohesive world where the fantastical feels tangible. The rendering of digital characters in live-action environments is accomplished with meticulous attention to lighting, texture, and physics, allowing characters like Sonic and Tails to inhabit the same space convincingly. Effects such as the speed warp, where the environment distorts around Sonic in motion, enhance the sensation of speed while adding artistic flair. These techniques highlight the filmmaker's commitment to innovation balanced with storytelling. Sound design complements the visual richness, layering ambient sounds, rustling leaves, city noise, mechanical whirs, with the evocative musical score to create an immersive sensory experience. Moments of silence or subtle sound punctuate scenes of tension, drawing attention to character emotions and setting shifts. The score's thematic motifs interweave with environmental sounds, reinforcing narrative and emotional beats. The interplay between setting and narrative also extends to symbolic uses of space. The sprawling openness of green hills represents potential and innocence, while the enclosed, shadowy temple signifies mystery and the weight of legacy. The bustling cityscape embodies complexity and conflict, reflecting the character's challenges in navigating a rapidly changing world. These spatial metaphors deepen the story's resonance, inviting viewers to engage on multiple levels. In addition to narrative and thematic functions, the film's settings offer visual delight and spectacle. The detailed world building, from the texture of stone walls to the shimmer of water and the play of light on foliage, creates a sensory feast. These elements invite repeated viewings, as new details and layers reveal themselves with each encounter. The production's dedication to authenticity extends to cultural and environmental considerations. The design team researched historical and ecological aspects to create believable and respectful representations, particularly in the jungle and temple sequences. This commitment adds depth and credibility, enriching viewer immersion. Overall, the film's settings and cinematic elements form an interwoven fabric that elevates the story beyond simple entertainment. They provide emotional texture, thematic depth, and aesthetic pleasure, shaping a world that feels alive and meaningful. Through deliberate choices in location, lighting, color, camera work, and sound, the filmmakers craft an atmosphere that invites viewers to not only witness but inhabit the adventure, experiencing its thrills, tensions, and triumphs as a shared journey. The making of this vibrant cinematic adventure was not just a feat of technical mastery but a story rich with moments of laughter, unexpected challenges, and heartfelt camaraderie. Behind the polished final product lies a dynamic tapestry of human interaction and creative problem-solving that shaped both the atmosphere on set and the essence of the film itself. These behind-the-scenes insights reveal a world where artistry and friendship flourished side by side, where obstacles became opportunities, and where the spirit of collaboration turned ambition into reality. From the outset, the production team cultivated an environment that balanced professionalism with playfulness, a reflection of the film's own tone. Cast and crew alike described the set as a place buzzing with energy, punctuated by moments of levity that kept spirits high during long, demanding days. The lead actor, tasked with embodying Sonic's human friend, often lightened the mood with spontaneous impressions and jokes, easing tensions and fostering a sense of unity. His ability to bridge the gap between the live-action world and the fantastical elements of the story endeared him to colleagues, creating an atmosphere where creativity could thrive. One particularly memorable anecdote involves the young actor voicing Tails. Despite the digital nature of his role, he was encouraged to spend time on set with the live-action cast, absorbing the rhythms and emotions of the scenes. His curiosity and enthusiasm were infectious, and cast members often recount how his genuine wonder reminded them of the story's roots in childhood imagination. During a break in filming, he organized impromptu games that brought everyone together, bridging generational gaps and strengthening bonds. The director's leadership style played a pivotal role in shaping these dynamics. Known for his collaborative approach, he welcomed input from actors, animators, and technical staff alike, valuing diverse perspectives. Rehearsal sessions often doubled as brainstorming meetings, where improvisation was encouraged and new ideas were tested. This openness led to several key moments in the film that originated from spontaneous actor suggestions or on-the-spot adjustments, adding authenticity and warmth to the performances. A fun and surprising story from the set involves a technical mishap during the filming of one of the high-speed chase sequences. A prop car, essential for a particular stunt, unexpectedly malfunctioned mid-take, causing a minor delay. Rather than allowing frustration to set in, the stunt coordinator used the moment to teach a quick lesson on improvisation and safety, turning a potential setback into a learning opportunity. The cast watched with amused attention, later joking about how such adventures kept everyone on their toes. Interaction among the visual effects team and live-action crew was another highlight. Seamlessly blending CGI characters with physical environments required intense coordination. On set, visual effects supervisors worked closely with the camera department and actors to mark positions for invisible characters, ensuring accurate eye lines and physical reactions. This process sometimes led to humorous situations, actors talking and reacting to empty space, occasionally forgetting that their co-stars were pixels yet to be animated. These moments fostered a unique camaraderie rooted in shared imagination and technical precision. Behind the scenes, the animation team faced their own set of challenges. Rendering Sonic's fluid movements and expressive features required pushing the boundaries of existing software and artistic techniques. Animators often worked late into the night, driven by passion and a sense of responsibility to the character's legacy. Despite the intensity, the studio culture encouraged breaks filled with music, snacks, and lively conversations, creating a supportive environment that fueled creativity and resilience. The costume department, though primarily responsible for the human characters, also played a surprising role in influencing the digital designs. By creating physical prototypes and experimenting with textures and colors, they provided valuable reference points for the animators, helping bridge the tactile and digital worlds. This cross-departmental collaboration exemplified the film's holistic approach to storytelling. Challenges during filming extended beyond the technical and creative into the logistical. Coordinating large-scale scenes involving numerous extras, complex stunts, and intricate camera setups demanded meticulous planning and flexibility. Weather disruptions, equipment issues, and scheduling conflicts occasionally threatened to derail progress. Yet, the production's problem-solving ethos, rooted in teamwork and positive attitudes, ensured that obstacles were met with innovative solutions. For example, when a key location became unavailable at short notice, the art department quickly redesigned a nearby set to match the original, saving precious time and maintaining visual continuity. Cast members also faced the unique challenge of acting alongside characters who would only exist fully in post-production. The lead actor often described scenes where he had to react emotionally to an empty spot on set, relying heavily on imagination and trust in the director's vision. His fellow actors provided support and encouragement, sharing tips and techniques to enhance believability. This shared experience forged a sense of solidarity and mutual respect. A particularly touching behind-the-scenes moment occurred during the filming of a quiet, reflective scene between Sonic and Tails. The young actor voicing Tails, despite being miles away during recording, was sent a video of the live-action sequence to help synchronize his performance emotionally and rhythmically. His heartfelt response and dedication moved the production team, highlighting the deep connection between artists across distances and disciplines. The film's post-production phase brought its own surprises. Editing sessions revealed unexpected narrative strengths and opportunities for enhancement. Editors collaborated closely with directors and composers, fine-tuning pacing and emotional beats. In one instance, a spontaneous line delivered by a voice actor during recording was found to add significant humor and charm, leading to its inclusion despite initial plans to omit it. Such discoveries illustrate the fluid, evolving nature of filmmaking, where every phase offers possibilities for refinement. Sound design and scoring sessions were vibrant affairs, with composers experimenting with electronic and orchestral elements to capture the film's energetic yet heartfelt tone. Recording musicians shared anecdotes about playing to scenes of digital characters, often imagining the personalities behind the animations to inform their performances. This imaginative engagement enriched the auditory landscape, making the score a character in its own right. The film's release and promotional activities also contributed to the collective experience. Cast and crew participated in fan events, interviews, and behind-the-scenes panels, sharing stories and insights that deepened appreciation. The enthusiastic reception from audiences and critics alike was a testament to the hard work and passion invested throughout production. In essence, the making of this film was a journey marked by creativity, collaboration, and resilience. The fun and surprising stories, the bonds forged among diverse talents, and the challenges overcome all contributed to a production that was as joyful and dynamic as the story it tells. These behind-the-scenes insights reveal the heart of filmmaking, a blend of artistry, human connection, and the shared dream of bringing a beloved world to life for audiences everywhere. The film unfolds as a kaleidoscope of themes and symbols, each interwoven with the others to create a narrative that resonates far beyond its surface action and visual spectacle. At its core, it is a story about identity, belonging, and the transformative power of friendship. Universal themes rendered with a fresh vibrancy through the unique lens of its fantastical world. These themes are not merely conveyed through dialogue or plot alone, but are deeply embedded in the visual and emotional language of the film, inviting viewers to discover layers of meaning beneath every thrilling sequence. One of the film's central themes is the quest for identity, a journey that pulses through the protagonist's every step. Sonic's struggle is not just about mastering his incredible speed or defeating foes, but about understanding who he is in a world that often feels larger and more complicated than he can grasp. This search for self is portrayed with nuance and empathy, capturing the universal human experience of trying to find one's place amid competing expectations and internal doubts. Sonic's restlessness, his desire to prove himself, and his eventual acceptance of responsibility mirror the rites of passage familiar to many, a transition from carefree youth to purposeful adulthood. This theme is visually and narratively reinforced through the motif of speed itself. Speed, in the film, is both a gift and a burden. It symbolizes freedom, the ability to move unhindered, to escape confinement and limitation. Yet, it also embodies the challenges of control and consequence. Sonic's journey toward mastering his speed parallels his emotional growth, teaching him that true power lies not in raw ability but in wisdom and restraint. The film's kinetic sequences are not just thrilling displays but metaphors for the exhilaration and uncertainty of self-discovery. Belonging emerges as another profound theme, intricately linked to identity. Sonic's relationships with Tails, Knuckles, and his human friends reflect a yearning for connection and acceptance. The film explores how bonds forged through trust and shared experience can provide strength and purpose. This is particularly evident in the evolving dynamics among the trio. Sonic's extroverted confidence, Tails' youthful earnestness, and Knuckles' solitary honor converge to form a found family that transcends individual differences. Their cooperation underscores the idea that belonging is not about sameness but about embracing diversity and mutual respect. The narrative also grapples with themes of duty and legacy, most vividly embodied in Knuckles' character and the symbolism surrounding the Master Emerald. The emerald itself is more than a powerful artifact. It represents balance, stewardship, and the weight of tradition. Knuckles' guardianship speaks to the responsibilities inherited across generations and the tension between preserving the past and embracing change. This theme resonates beyond the story, reflecting real-world questions about heritage, environmental stewardship, and cultural identity. Symbolism in the film is rich and multifaceted. The Master Emerald glows with an almost mystical light, a beacon of harmony that contrasts with the cold machinery and relentless ambition of the antagonist. Its depiction as both a source of creation and destruction captures the duality of power and the moral choices that come with it. This dual nature invites reflection on how technology and nature coexist, and how balance must be maintained to avoid catastrophe, a timely message given contemporary global concerns. The contrasting settings themselves are symbolic extensions of these themes. The pastoral serenity of Green Hills stands for innocence and potential, while the vibrant, chaotic cityscape represents complexity and challenge. The ancient temple's shadows and ruins evoke mystery and reverence, reminding characters and viewers alike of the past's enduring influence. Through these environments, the film creates a sensory map of its thematic landscape, where physical space mirrors internal and societal states. Color symbolism also plays a significant role. Sonic's brilliant blue is a visual metaphor for vitality, freedom, and hope. Tails' bright orange embodies curiosity and warmth, while Knuckles' deep red reflects strength, passion, and sometimes conflict. The antagonist's palette, dark, metallic, and harsh, visually sets him apart, embodying the threat of unchecked ambition and dehumanization. These color choices are more than aesthetic. They subtly guide emotional responses and character associations throughout the film. The film's use of light and shadow further enriches its symbolic texture. Moments bathed in soft, natural light evoke safety, clarity, and emotional openness. In contrast, scenes cloaked in shadow or artificial glow suggest danger, secrecy, or internal conflict. This interplay not only heightens mood but also mirrors the characters' psychological journeys, emphasizing themes of revelation and concealment. Narrative motifs recur to deepen thematic resonance. The rings that Sonic collects, iconic in the source material, serve here as symbols of protection and connection. They mark progress and safety, but also the fragility of life and the consequences of risk. Similarly, the concept of flight, embodied by Tails' twin tails, represents aspiration and freedom, underscoring themes of growth and transcendence. Friendship and loyalty are explored not as static ideals but as evolving, sometimes fragile, relationships that require trust, forgiveness, and sacrifice. The film does not shy away from depicting misunderstandings and conflicts among its characters, making their eventual unity more poignant and realistic. These dynamics reflect broader human experiences, offering viewers both entertainment and emotional insight. The antagonist's symbolism extends beyond his physical form to embody thematic warnings. His obsession with power and control, and his eventual transformation into a monstrous fusion of man and machine, serve as a cautionary tale about the loss of humanity in the pursuit of dominance. This narrative arc invites viewers to consider ethical questions about technology, ambition, and identity, lending the film a philosophical dimension beneath its surface. Thrills, humor, and light-heartedness in the film also carry symbolic weight, often functioning as coping mechanisms and expressions of resilience. Sonic's wit and playfulness are not mere comic relief but affirmations of spirit and hope amid adversity. These moments humanize the characters and make their struggles relatable, balancing intensity with warmth. Moreover, the film's pacing and structure reflect thematic cycles of challenge and growth. The alternation between high-energy action and reflective interludes allows characters and audiences to process change, emphasizing that transformation is neither linear nor effortless. This rhythm embodies the film's message about the nature of heroism and personal evolution. Visually, the filmmakers use framing and camera techniques to reinforce themes. Close-ups capture moments of vulnerability and connection, while wide shots situate characters within expansive or confining environments, visually articulating their emotional states. The fluidity of camera movement parallels the characters' journeys, conveying both freedom and constraint. Sound design and musical motifs intertwine with visual symbolism, creating a holistic sensory experience. Themes associated with characters and ideas recur, evolving in harmony with the narrative, reinforcing emotional and thematic continuity. These auditory cues deepen engagement, making the film a layered work of art. In essence, the film's themes and symbolism are intricately interlaced with its story, characters, and cinematic techniques. They invite viewers to look beyond the immediate excitement to discover a narrative rich with meaning, one that celebrates friendship and courage, acknowledges complexity and conflict, and ultimately affirms the power of connection and self-discovery. This layered storytelling ensures that the film resonates on multiple levels, offering both thrilling entertainment and thoughtful reflection. The making of this film stands as a remarkable achievement, not only for the story it tells but for the innovative filmmaking techniques that bring that story to life in vivid, unforgettable ways. Every element, from the sweep of the camera to the layering of sound, was carefully crafted to immerse the viewer in a world where speed and emotion intertwine, where the fantastical feels tangible, and where every frame pulses with energy and meaning. Understanding the technical artistry behind the scenes reveals the mastery that transforms a script into a cinematic experience that thrills, moves, and captivates. At the heart of the film's visual language is a sophisticated interplay of live-action cinematography and computer-generated imagery, CGI. The filmmakers faced the formidable challenge of integrating an animated protagonist, whose speed and agility are central to the story, seamlessly into real-world environments populated by human actors. To achieve this, the production combined motion capture technology with traditional filming techniques, a hybrid approach that demanded precision, creativity, and collaboration across departments. Motion capture was employed to record the nuanced physical performances that underpin Sonic and his companions' movements. Stunt performers and actors wore specialized suits fitted with sensors that tracked their every motion. This data was translated into digital models, allowing animators to create characters that move with fluidity and expressiveness. The technology captured not only broad actions like running and jumping but subtle gestures and facial expressions, enabling a rich emotional palette that connects viewers deeply to the characters. The live-action sequences were shot using high-speed cameras and dynamic camera rigs that could follow the frenetic pace of the action. The cinematographers used tracking shots, cranes, and drones to achieve fluid motion, often choreographing complex sequences where the camera became an extension of the character's movement. This kinetic energy is especially palpable in chase scenes, where the camera whirls and dips in harmony with Sonic's bursts of speed, creating a visceral sensation of velocity that draws audiences into the thrill of the moment. Lighting design played a crucial role in shaping the film's atmosphere and aiding the seamless fusion of CGI with live action. The lighting team meticulously matched the intensity, direction, and color temperature of practical lights on set to the digital environment, ensuring consistency that avoids visual dissonance. Strategic use of shadows, highlights, and reflections helped ground animated characters in the physical world, reinforcing the illusion that they occupy the same space as human actors. Color grading further refined the film's mood and tone. Post-production teams adjusted hues and saturation levels to create visual cohesion across varied environments, from the bright, sunlit expanses of green hills to the moody, shadow-drenched temple interiors. These adjustments are subtle but essential, guiding the audience's emotional response and supporting narrative themes through visual means. Editing was another linchpin of the film's storytelling success. Editors worked closely with directors and visual effects supervisors to balance pacing and clarity. The rapid-fire action sequences demanded tight, rhythmic cuts that maintain momentum without sacrificing coherence. Strategic use of slow motion and freeze frames punctuated moments of emotional intensity or comic relief, allowing viewers time to absorb critical narrative beats. The editors also crafted transitions that smoothly weave together practical footage and CGI, maintaining the illusion of a unified world. Sound design is a cornerstone of the film's immersive experience. The auditory landscape is layered with carefully crafted effects that emphasize Sonic's speed, the rush of air, the pounding of feet, and the subtle vibrations of energy. These sounds are not mere background noise but narrative tools that heighten tension and excitement. The sound team experimented with spatial audio techniques to give a three-dimensional sense of movement and proximity, placing the audience in the heart of the action. The musical score, composed to complement and elevate the visuals, combines orchestral grandeur with electronic rhythms. This blend reflects the film's thematic interplay between natural and technological forces. Leitmotifs associated with characters and ideas recur throughout, evolving in complexity as the story progresses. The composer worked in tandem with editors to synchronize music and imagery, creating moments where sound and picture merge seamlessly to amplify emotional impact. Special effects extended beyond CGI to include practical effects that enhance realism. Explosions, debris, and environmental interactions were often filmed in controlled conditions and later augmented digitally. This combination preserves tactile authenticity while allowing for imaginative enhancements impossible to achieve solely through physical means. The film's camera work also employs innovative perspectives to convey character experiences. Point-of-view shots simulate Sonic's perspective during high-speed runs, employing motion blur and dynamic framing to evoke the exhilaration and disorientation of rapid movement. Conversely, intimate close-ups capture moments of vulnerability and connection, grounding the narrative in human emotion despite its fantastical elements. Technological innovation was matched by creative artistry in costume and set design, which, while less prominent than CGI, provide essential context and texture. Human characters' wardrobes reflect personality and growth, while sets incorporate details that support the film's world-building and thematic depth. Throughout production, the interplay between departments fostered a collaborative environment where technology served storytelling. Regular meetings between directors, animators, editors, and sound designers ensured that every choice, from a visual effect to a musical cue, was integrated into a cohesive whole. Box office production strategies played a vital role in the film's commercial success. The marketing campaign leveraged the film's technical achievements and beloved characters, highlighting the seamless blend of animation and live action as a key selling point. Trailers and teasers showcased breathtaking sequences crafted through these filmmaking techniques, generating anticipation and excitement. The film's release benefited from a broad distribution strategy that included theatrical showings with enhanced audiovisual experiences, such as IMAX and 3D screenings. These formats capitalized on the film's technical strengths, immersing audiences fully and reinforcing the impact of its innovative filmmaking. In sum, the film's technical craftsmanship, from motion capture to sound design, editing to cinematography, is foundational to its storytelling power. These techniques do more than dazzle. They serve as narrative instruments that deepen emotional engagement, articulate themes, and transport viewers into a richly imagined world. The synergy of cutting-edge technology and creative vision exemplifies the art of modern filmmaking, making the film not only a thrilling spectacle but a resonant, immersive experience that lingers long after the credits roll. The essence of any film is not just its story or its visuals, but the lives and voices that bring it to existence.